All right, Shalom. Like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect, pushing the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, Shalom. This is an article on the disaster, the flood disaster that happened out in the Midwest. This article was dated April the 11th, 2019. And the title reads, it says, U.S. disaster aid won't cover lost crops in Midwest floods. Farmers farmers out millions of dollars. Okay, so here it is that the U.S. aid will not cover the farmers' costs of losing their crops from the flood. Okay, that Yahweh Shema Shah sent, okay, because he's in total control. But there's not enough funds in the aids to cover the damage that the flood did, okay, to farmers out in the Midwest. So I'm just gonna read a couple of paragraphs. It says record flooding that has overwhelmed the Midwest United States this spring has taken a significant toll on farmers, and the U.S. disaster aid isn't covering crops lost by the floods. See? So here it is that these farmers have lost all types of crops, all kind of crops. So many crops they have lost from the flood, right? Okay, now here it is, U.S. Aid saying that they not gonna cover any losses. Okay, now it's that's not going to only affect, okay, that farmer and his household. Okay, it's going also who touch. It's gonna touch his workers, his employees. Okay, then it's gonna trickle on down to the everyday citizens. Okay, these farmers ship these crops out, okay, all over the United States. So guess what? It's going to touch people that's states and states away from the state that is happening. Okay, so it's a trickle down effect that it's going to touch many people. Okay, from these floods that's going on. You know, and normally the USA cover these losses, but from the tariff that on the import and export of goods and everything that Trump's and are putting on these different countries, then that's the reason why the aid can't cover the losses. Okay, so this thing is going to touch people. You know, when they go to grocery stores, you're going to see prices going up on different foods. Okay, you're going to see the prices increase. Okay, and then here it is. You have people that already struggling. I just say on a month to month base, they have a certain amount of money they spend on food. Now they have to spend more on food, and they barely was getting enough food to last them from week to week. You know, like I say, on a monthly basis. But now they're gonna have to spend more money. Okay, it says the federal policy states that the grain damaged from flooding river water has to be destroyed, and according to Rutgers, there's nothing the U.S. government can do about the millions of damaged crops under current laws or disaster aid programs. Nothing they can do, you know. So these people are going to feel this effect that these of these crops being destroyed. Okay, you're gonna feel the effect of it, you know. And I'm gonna keep reading. It says this is a problem the U.S. USDA has never seen. See, this is something that the USDA have never seen on this scale before, because U.S. farmers have never stored so much of their harvest, right? They've never had to store, farmers have never had to store so much of their crops up, right? And guess what? Now these storehouses are damaged, okay? You know, the areas that they stored up the crops is damaged. The crops are damaged. Even the extra crops that they had, okay, that they had to store up, it's damaged. You know, let me read that part again. It says this is a problem the USDA has never seen on this scale before, because U.S. farmers have never had to store so much of their harvest. Midwest farmers have been storing their corn and soybeans in unprecedented amounts due to the U.S. and China trade war, according to BBC. See, due to what? To the U.S. and China trade war. So because of this trade war that's going on, okay, that the government is putting on China, okay, uh, uh, farmers are having to store much more of their harvest than they've ever had to store. Now, in the midst of them storing that, the flood now came and wiped all of that out, including the crops. You know, so that's nothing light. That's gonna hit these grocery stores. It's gonna hit whatever store you go shop at. If it's a Kroger's, Ingles, Walmart, Whole Food, whatever, Sprout, whatever grocery store you go and shop at, it's gonna take a toll on it. The farmers markets, whatever you go shop at, you're gonna see the trickle down effect from this trade war that's going on. Okay, to having these farmers having to store so much of their harvest, and then to what? It's not making it to the grocery store because of the flood. You see, so this is a trickle down effect that people are going to be affected by. Okay, it says last year the USDA made 12 billion in aid available to farmers who suffered trade war losses, but there is no program to cover the largely unassured stored crop losses from this widespread flooding. See that? There's nothing to cover it. They've covered it in the past. 12 billion in aid available last year, but this year empty, nothing. It says Nebraska Governor Pete has estimated the losses to the agriculture sector alone at 1 billion. However, the damage doesn't stop there. States such as Missouri, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa were also greatly impacted. You see that? So these different states are impacted from this, and guess what? It's gonna impact on even on further to other states. It says accurate weather estimated the total damage and economic loss because by record-breaking flooding in the Midwest U.S. this spring will cost 12.5 billion based on the analysis of damages already inflicted and those expected by additional flooding, as well as lingering health effects resulting from flooding and the disease caused by the standing water. So here it is, you have the flood that's trickled down, okay, and it destroyed the crops and the extra harvest that the farmers have put up. Now you have different states being affected by it, the grocery stores being affected. Now you got people that usually spend just say you spend $1,200 a month on food. Now you got to spend more than that on food, and when that was probably barely enough to get you by, now you have to spend more. Now people are going to be sick and get diseases and have to spend money on medicine and go to the doctor. Okay, it's just a trickle down effect. All from what? from this flood. You see, and this is prophecy. Okay, so I'm not gonna read any more of the article. I'm gonna read uh this is second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord power." Yahweh Shemal Shai. See? And that's what the men of the Lord doing. We bring out articles. Why? Because this is prophecy. It said that the prophecies speak this to in the ears of my people, the words of prophecy, and this is prophecy. Okay, this is on the way to creating a famine and creating what higher prices for food. Okay, you know, so this is prophecy. It said, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." These prophecies are faithful and true. Okay, these things are faithful and they're true. Okay, prophecy of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Okay, and these things are prophecy. Yahweh Shemal Shah is in total control. It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." That's right. So if you don't believe the prophecies of Yahweh Shemau Shah, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. Okay? But the men of the Lord, the elect of Israel, okay, and we are hoping that we are part of the elect, we're going to try our best to warn the people and to speak these prophecies into the ears of the Lord's people. Okay, you so-called blacks, Latino, and Native American. Okay, from Judah all the way to Issachar. Okay, we're speaking the words of Yahweh Shemal Shah because they're prophecies and they're faithful and they're true. Okay, it's verse 5. It says, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Okay, so the famine is coming. Okay, the sword. Okay, the different wars. Okay, you see how America is divided against itself, and you see the wars that these other countries are trying to bring in with the United States, which is going to be the World War III. Okay, we hear these things, but guess what? In Matthew 24 and verse 8 says, "These are the beginnings of sorrows." That's why in Ezra it says, do what? It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee." See that? So we don't fear these things that's happening because we know that these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay? These are the beginning. You see? The thing that we have to do is stay prayed up, okay? And pray that Yahweh Shema Shai have mercy upon us so that we can make it through these hard times that's coming. Okay? And pray for the kingdom. You know? It says, let me see, verse 6, it says, "For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." That's right. The wickedness is on an all-time high. All throughout the planet Earth, it's wickedness going on. It's people committing wickedness on high holy days. Okay, they committing wickedness every day, every minute of the hour, every second. It's wickedness going on. Okay, only the elect, the 1/3, okay, is pushing out righteousness, the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, let me see. I'm gonna drop down to verse 12. It says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh Shema Shai shall bring upon it." Who's gonna bring it? The Lord Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, His Son Yahweh Shai is gonna bring this upon the world. Why? Because we read earlier. Okay, it's verse 6 where it said what? Wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth because of the wickedness. Verse 13, it says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting of hell and with the fearful consolation." It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. That's right, destruction to the world and to them that dwell therein. The only people that's gonna make it is whoever the Lord wants to make it. The elect, the 1/3, okay, and the enemies, our enemies that He want to make it, okay. These are the things that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do. Okay, the seeds, it said the seeds shall fail, you know, and these crops are failing right now. They have failed because of the flood. And Yahweh Shema Shai brought that on. Okay, destruction, you know. It says, it said, for the sword and their destruction draweth not. That's right. It's drawing closer and closer. It's saying one people shall stand up and fight against another and swords in their hands. That's right. And you have that going on. Okay, you have people standing up with swords in their hand. Look at Venezuela. Look what's going on down there. Okay, just look into it. Okay, yeah, it's all kind of division. You see that the people are against the government against the people. You see people protesting, getting violent. You see that they military trucks running over people. Okay, people dying of starvation. These people never thought that they would be in that type of situation. You know, having one of the richest oil reserves in the world. Now look at them. Okay, why? Because of the wickedness that they put up. Okay, put out. You know, and Yahweh Shema Shai is demanding His presence. He's demanding attention. If you don't want to get with the program, then you're gonna be destroyed. Okay, but the prophets are here out to tell you that what? To go ahead and serve our true power. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, serve our true power, Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. Okay, call on those names. Okay, because that's where our help lies. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. It says verse. See where I left off. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power. That's right. And these are the things that you're going to see that's going on now. Like I say, you look down in Venezuela, people want to leave, they can't leave. Okay? When you had the hurricane to go down and destroy Puerto Rico, people wanted to leave and couldn't leave. Okay, it says, for because of verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's right, and that's going to happen here in America. Okay, when you have when the government shut it down. Okay, and you have these troops with barrels set out and you can't leave. Okay, they directing you where to go, leading you to a concentration camp. You know, these things are going to happen. You're going to wish you could go into another city, but you can't because everything going to be broken off. It's going to be state by state. Okay, this state is taking this action. They doing things this way. The next state doing another thing. Not going to be all merged together. Everything going to be broken up. You know. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed. And it says, and men shall be afraid. Right. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and to spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's right. That's why. You have people running up in the next door. They don't care about the neighbor. Okay, you think the people down in Venezuela think they care about their neighbors? They going up in there trying to get whatever canned good, whatever type of food they can get. You know, but you're not gonna see that up on your local news television. You know, you have to dig into these articles. Okay, you know. So yeah, the famine is coming. Okay, famine of food is coming, you know. So I'm gonna end it with that, and like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostle, others a great millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.